Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Better Together. When you know better, you get better. That's what we do here every single day. I feel like we should have maybe rolled in with some Christmas music. Is there Christmas music that's cleared?
Yeah,
you have to go to old... I can go in the booth and find something.
Yeah, we need some holiday music. I want like holiday music like below all of this. Of course, I just thought of this now. What a great executive producer I am. I'm like, hey, we should have done this. But anyway, while Kevin helps figure that out.
I thought about it, but then I was like, aren't we going to get in trouble for every piece of holiday music we try and play?
No, because there's stuff that's public domain. So if you look up Google public domain Christmas music, because I think everybody who's listening and watching right now deserves a little holiday cheer. It is Wednesday, December 23rd, 2020, everybody. Our quote of the day, winter, a lingering season, is a time to gather golden moments, embark upon a sentimental journey, and enjoy every idle hour. That is from John Boswell. Clearly, Jeff Graham picked this quote in his lovely utopia of Ohio. Jeff, the rest of the world is suffering, okay? This is not a lingering season to gather golden moments. That applied pre-corona, okay? This isn't embarking on a sentimental journey. We're surviving Christmas this year.
Well, here's my thought. I know what you mean, Maria.
I'm messing
even
with
here,
you, but like at the same time, I'm kind of being truthful too.
No, I know. I get it. And it's crazy here too, but I like the idea of trying to create our own golden moments, right? I know it's hard, but we talk a lot about self-care on this show. And even amidst the chaos, go back and listen to the Jen Loudon episode. We'll be doing some self-care today. Trying to even find those 5 minutes to create your own golden moments, I think can do a lot for our mental health. So it doesn't quite apply this year like it normally can, but I'm choosing faith over fear, Maria. I believe we can do it.
And listen, this is a very special day for Jeff Graham.
Wait, hold on. It's a very special day. Mr. Patreon is gracing us with his presence on the main show.
Is this the real show?
This is the real show.
Wow, the real deal.
We're grateful to have you. I'm sure everyone in the chat is going to be very excited. Mr. Kevin Undergaro, otherwise known as my husband, is here joining us today.
Kelsey,
for
is this the
our
music we
holiday
found?
special.
This is the music you found. Thank you for your help.
Yes.
I
Listen
love
to it.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You know what? Christmas.
I was going to say it's a very special day for Jeff Graham.
Okay, go ahead.
We didn't know this, Kelsey and I. We learned it yesterday. Did you know that there's actually in workplaces another holiday? There's Christmas Eve, and Jeff let us know that Christmas Eve is actually a holiday and not a work day.
So that's tonight?
That's today.
That's today.
Oh, so we're making Jeff work today?
Yes, we're making Jeff work on his Christmas Eve, but I want to say happy Christmas Eve to you, Jeff.
Kev, here's what's crazy to me. All I hear you talk about is how the industry shuts down in October. You talk about the agents and the production offices.
No.
Not officially.
Okay, let me clarify.
They mentally
the
check
people,
out.
The people.
Got it.
Also, and the people. No, Jeff, and you know who does really take off are the people who make money off of all of our sorry asses. That's who I meant. So November 14th, all the agents and the managers go, nothing's really going on. People are, and then like January, you call them January 14th. It's like, well, people are just kind of getting back into the flow of things. Check by end of January. Those are the people, but because they're the ones who make business, Jeff, that slows everything down. But the rest of us schmoes and slugs have to still go to our jobs and are still doing the work. What I mean with the industry is like as far as any business you want to create and things like that. The people making money off us, they actually physically shut down.
I think here's the deal. We all work so
hard. But happy
hard.
Christmas Eve,
Honey,
Jeff.
shut up.
It's Jeff's day. Why are we raining on Jeff's Christmas Eve?
We all work so incredibly hard in this country, okay?
We do.
And I think that it is a natural instinct
to want Christmas Eve
to really be desperate for the holidays because it's the only time that everybody shuts down.
Well, I always say this is not Friday and Saturday, Sunday Christmases aren't good. If you get a Christmas on a Wednesday, that really gets you the most time off for both that and New Year's Eve.
But we are in a different season, guys. We're in the season of Corona, so we've been shut down. I mean, some people more than others. And we got that pause that, maybe a lot of people yearn for during the holidays. But, it was crazy. I was talking to my aunt yesterday. My mom was having a good moment. She was awake and alert. And I said, do you want to talk to your sister? And she said, yeah. So I called her. It happened to be her birthday. And her grandchildren were exposed to corona. So like everybody was, in a fret, and now they're not going to get to spend Christmas together. And now my aunt's like, I'm going to spend it alone. And, that's kind of what's happening out there right now. It is so wild how much this has spread.
I think we're going back to an old-fashioned kind of Christmas.
Honey, being alone on Christmas is not an old-fashioned Christmas.
No, hear me out on this. Christmas has gotten to the point, which by the way, I love. Jeff, myself, and Kelsey, we host this wonderful podcast. We have 52 viewers now, or listeners. It's called A Very COVID Christmas. But we were talking about how, we love Christmas going like a month, 2 months. But think about, there's been no Christmas parties that we've attended. And then think of, Christmas Eve and the multiple stops you end up making. What I mean by it, going back to an old-fashioned time where it was literally like
just
the nuclear family was Christmas Eve. Maybe you went to church, then you decorated the tree that night, and then in the morning people had presents, and it was very intimate. So that's what I mean by it's old-fashioned. And so for us, like, yes, Mary, this is the time of year we get to see our friends. We literally, most of our friends, including our friends too, only see each other at these parties once a year.
Yeah.
And we're not. But I will say it's going to be, that's why it feels more like an old-fashioned Christmas where it's going to be Christmas Eve and Christmas Day just with our nuclear family.
Yeah. Well, I, for one, will say I am grateful. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh my God, flash back to a month ago. I didn't know if my parents were going to be here for Christmas. And I just kept begging God. I was like, please, 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 can I just have them one more Christmas at least? And here we are. And my mom is improving. It's slowly.
Yeah, slowly, but it's
slowly but
better.
surely.
Yeah.
Every day she's getting better.
Yeah.
And it was crazy yesterday. I said to her, I go, Mom, you're getting better. And she's like, yeah. And I said, you got to start praying to St. Nectarios, our healing saint in our church. You got to start praying for your miracle. I'm like, I keep asking for a Christmas miracle for you. And she goes, I do, Maria. And I said, okay. And she goes, and I said, but it's going to happen. Do you believe it? And she said, yes, I believe. It's already happening, Maria, she said.
Wow. My
mom knocks me off my feet with some of the things she says. It was really amazing. So
can I tell you a really funny story?
Of course, Kevin. I'm in a sentimental mode, and Kevin's like, let me crack a joke about farts or something. Where's this going to be about?
So where everyone thinks your mom's out of it and all this stuff. We have one caretaker, sweet, like the sweetest of all the caretakers. Little thing.
They think she's out of it because she's sleeping a lot. And by the way, for a long time, she really was in this kind of alternate place.
Right. So, but yet, you find out how she's not and how witty she is and how funny she is. So we have this one caretaker who is, like I said, she's like a little angel. She's like a little elf. She's very sweet. She talks to you so happy. And then out of nowhere, she was telling Violetta, me and your mother.
This is before my mom got sick.
Before she got sicker.
2 months ago, yeah.
She said, oh, we were talking about divorces or something. And she said, well, my first husband didn't want to divorce me. So I told him, if you don't sign the divorce, I'm going to take a gun and shoot you in your sleep. And then she just walked out of the room. And your mother and I were shocked because, this is not this lady's personality. And your mother just turns to us and said, Kevin, we say, beware the still water.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So funny.
My mom's so funny.
She has great one-liners.
Yeah.
This morning I went in and I was like, Mom, how are you feeling? She's like, good. And it's good because most days she's like, not so good. And I'm like, oh, my heart sinks. And so I said, are you hungry? She said, yeah. I go, what would you like for breakfast? French toast. I didn't even finish the words, French toast. I go, okay. Oh, shit, I got to hurry because I didn't want to miss the show. And so I was like, I got to hurry. So I started making French toast. And I'm like, oh, shit, my dad's got to gain weight. This would actually be good for him, too. So I start making more French toast. And then I was like, oh, I'll have one. And so it was a French toast morning.
I love that.
Yeah, I noticed him having French toast. I'm like, wait, huh? Maria must have made that for you. But it was good. He was sitting there.
Yeah.
Kevin, did you get French toast?
And he is gaining weight, by the way. Have you noticed?
Yes, he is.
I'm seeing him gaining weight.
Yeah.
But I've been packing his smoothies with peanut butter, like Kelsey taught me. and I'm just feeding him as much as I can. So.
Side note, did you clean up the dog poop this morning?
I did.
Thank you.
Yep, Max did not eat it. I cleaned up his big ass poop.
Good.
Yep.
Solid?
Solid.
Perfect.
Perfect.
No, because I have to, guys, he has a stomach condition. I have to
By
watch
the way,
that.
poop reports are really big in our house
Yeah,
right now,
yeah.
human and canine.
So,
I'm
okay,
sure.
good.
Maria, I want to know your French toast recipe. I feel like there's a lot of
Happy Christmas Eve Eve!
I really
Christmas
thought you would be
Eve.
knowing your relationship with the holidays and your philosophy on how this business correspondence usually works with agencies and guests. I thought you would be on the Christmas Eve train. I'm surprised you're
Jeff,
so
I've never heard of Christmas Eve. This is like my birthday month. Like when I discovered my birthday month.
Yeah, I love
Now this
it.
is like Christmas Eve.
I know I do, but Jeff, I would rather spend Christmas Eve with you doing this show.
Oh, me too. I hope at no point did I imply I'm not excited to be here.
No, I mean, Jeff, it's how else would we be able to really celebrate Christmas Eve? I don't think your family's going to say, Jeff, happy Christmas Eve or Merry Christmas Eve. They're not.
Well, we are.
Because they take you for
My
granted.
family's very sentimental. My mom's making a big dinner tonight.
So, but is she going to say Merry Christmas Eve, Jeffrey? No.
I would just like to say that Michael Motivier would like you guys to leave Jeff alone.
I'm not Christmas Eve bullying. Kevin
I am
is.
not bullying and wishing the kid a Merry Christmas Eve. In fact, I would like to argue that the rest of you, including his mother, are bullying Jeff. Who's wishing Jeff a Merry Christmas Eve but me? Right, Jeff?
I'm so confused.
And
This
Jeff,
was the
why don't you
opposite of
say
what I
it?
would have
And
expected
Jeff, how
from
come
the
you
holiday
don't say,
lover.
you know the tradition on Christmas Eve? You're supposed to say,
What's
and
happening?
same on to you. Let's try it again.
We go to church on the 23rd.
You do?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas
We're not going to
Eve.
go this year, but
And Jeff, when my family goes
You're
Christmas
so
Eve,
loud.
when my family goes Christmas Eve, we
Turn him
say
down a little.
we're taught in our congregation, we say Merry Christmas Eve, and then the other person says, and same on to you.
Jeff, would you
I love
just
it.
frickin' say and same unto
Merry
you, please?
Christmas Eve, Jeff.
So we can end this?
and same on to you.
There you go.
Yay!
First of all, I don't know if you guys can see, but Kevin failed me this morning. He can renovate an entire home and like juggle things all over the place, but he didn't know how to fix my Christmas lights. This is my favorite little thing I get to wear at Christmas time. And it came complete with the
Thanks
little
a lot,
battery.
Kevin.
Those things are made to be disposable.
ruined
Nobody
my
replaces
Christmas.
the batteries.
Okay, so Jeff,
And
here's
Jeff, by
the
the way, I love that you support and celebrate the holidays, Jeff. But it's just it's more fun.
But
to
Kevin's
play
not.
games.
Kevin's
Kevin
not
has
letting it
nothing to
go.
do unless he's gonna make fun of you. That's the
Oh,
fun
it's all
in
good.
life.
I'm just more surprised. I thought you'd be on board with this. I
I
think
am
that's
actually on
surprised.
board.
Yes.
No, I'm on board.
This is the man who puts up his Christmas
I'm
tree
totally
before
on board, Jeff.
Halloween.
Jeff, in fact, I said yesterday on a very COVID Christmas available on Apple Podcasts, I announced that I'm keeping our trees up, Jeff, until February.
And
I love it.
the Connecticut ones are staying up till July because we will make it home with my mom and we will have a Christmas in
right.
July.
Holla.
Okay, so back to the French toast recipe.
Oh, yeah.
So this was down and dirty in the Every Girl's Guide to Cooking that I co-authored with my mom. I put in my special French toast recipe. And my I'm looking at the cover. My mom's French toast recipe is on there where she does it with like the Dave's bread kind of thing. So it's a healthier version. But she does a little whipped cream in between and some just like sliced strawberries and stuff. So I made it with the Dave's bread. I use eggs. Today I threw in a little soy milk and some cinnamon. I couldn't find any maple like the vanilla extracts. I couldn't find any of those right now and I was rushing. And so you make it, you throw in a little butter and some syrup and boom, you get your French toast. But I make fresh bread. I have a bread maker. Yes.
That's the best.
That's what I should do for
That
Christmas.
That might be top 5 ever things we've ever eaten.
Yeah. I make fresh bread in the oven, in the bread maker, and then I slice it super thick. And then I poke holes in it so that the juice all goes
Lot
in.
of love.
And then you use the maple extract, you use the vanilla extract, lots of cinnamon, you use real milk or cream
Yeah, the B
for a
word.
thicker consistency.
Butter.
And then you use a lot of
B-word.
friggin' butter. And it is
I'm
the
making some.
most luscious
Yes, Jeff,
thing you
you
will
will kill
ever
it.
eat in your mouth. It's like a cloud of French toast.
No, I want to just put in a cautionary note, Jeff, and especially to you. We had someone else do this with us, They got crazy.
Oh no, we had a French toast off. Jeff, you would love this. You should do
You
this.
would love it, but
we
Jeff,
had a French
but I wanna
toast
caution you,
off
Jeff, 'cause I
at
think-
my house with a bunch of friends,
Yes.
and everybody brought their A game. But go ahead, Kev.
But the guy that was actually had the most culinary experience, his French toast, Jeff, looked insane. He had
Croissants.
all these
He made it with croissants.
but he had all sliced strawberries and bananas, and it looked beautiful. But at the end of the day, Jeff, it was too much. What happened was
Come to mama.
he got away from the core. He got away from the purpose, which is French toast. You know what I'm saying?
Went too fancy.
Just he went too far. So
Yep.
so Jeff, like
So
you're
I
gonna
won.
be really
There's a line.
tempted to really garnish and go crazy. I urge you and your listeners, this is a very important takeaway, is when you make your fresh bread and you slice it thin and you poke your holes in it, like Maria said, and you douse it in your butter and your syrup, just don't be afraid to just walk away.
Yeah,
Walk
just
away.
keep it simple.
Just walk the F away. Do not be adding to it. Don't go any further.
Blueberries
Because you can go
and-
one step too far
Yep.
and it's just too much.
As Deb would say, stop while you're ahead.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Because I always went
That's
too
it.
far on everything.
So, Jeff, I caution you because I know how good you are in the kitchen. I caution you. You're going to be very tempted to
Yeah.
get cuckoo. No need.
I agree.
Cuckoo,
I'm a
Jeff.
purist with breakfast, especially in the morning. You don't want too much. I feel like there's dessert French toast, which you can have like after dinner, and that's when you put on the chocolate and the whatever. But I love I'm kind of
Simple.
a purist with French toast, and I love fruit syrups.
Simple. Merry Christmas Eve, Jeff.
Oh my God.
And same unto you.
Thank you, Maria.
And same one to you. Thank you. I missed it. I
He's
missed my
trying to
cue.
teach you. You're just not getting the lesson.
I know.
Since we're
Yeah,
talking
because I'm
about
calling
delicious,
BS that his family actually celebrates Christmas Eve. My family does.
Oh,
You
that's
don't
good.
even
I
talk to
sent
your
a meme
family.
to Kelsey in Slack. It's also it's from Friends too, which you guys know I love Friends. Phoebe says
the
it a bunch,
amazing
like in every
call.
season. So I sent if Kelsey, if you want to show it, I do have a Merry Christmas Eve clip.
Do you
from
guys
Friends.
light up the Christmas Eve cake? And do you
No
do the
cake. It's
tradition where you
actually,
sing the first song and the first slice goes to the eldest? So
we
you guys
just
do not
we do
observe
peanut butter
any of the
cookies every
Christmas-
year. It's like the tradition.
That's,
that's
okay, that's
cute.
just. I'm sorry, Maria. That is so like middle white America. We don't do
Yeah.
Christmas Eve like that.
I like peanut butter cookies.
I like them
that.
too, but it's
Jeff.
not a Christmas Eve tradition.
Jeff, you're doing it wrong, Jeff.
How come
I
people?
know.
I'm
I know.
surprised.
What's wrong with
I've
the
gotta learn from
grams?
Kev.
What's
I've gotta
wrong
learn
with
from
the
Kev
grams?
here.
Kelsey,
Yes,
is the
Kevin.
chat must be exploding with people who celebrate Christmas Eve.
The chat
Telling
is,
you all the
the
traditions.
chat is just a lot of ha 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 ha.
Yeah, we brought in the comedian for Christmas. Guys, since we're talking about sweet treats, okay, you know Better Together runs on Dunkin'. So I want to share with you guys some of the amazing holiday products, including the signature gingerbread latte. Okay. You can do hot or iced.
Yummy.
I have hot. It's delicious. It's very, it's like a cool twist on a spicy and sweet holiday favorite. They've got peppermint mocha flavored lattes, honey, you know, a perfectly sweet sugar plum macchiato. You love the signature chai oat milk latte.
Ooh.
They have the snowflake sprinkled donut. It's so nice to hear all of these things with the little music in the background. Like, talk about salivating.
And the
right?
look of those. Someone brought over Dunkin' last week.
Kelsey, we brought the dozen.
And it looked
the Hanukkah
gorgeous.
donuts,
Yes.
everything. Yeah. Yeah. And so the signature gingerbread ice latte is packed with delightful gingerbread flavor that tastes like holiday past, guys. I'm going to try to do this in like a tone that you would hear, I don't know where, but it's topped with whipped cream, a caramel drizzle, and a sprinkle of cinnamon sugar. Take a sip of the latte and describe the taste, Jeff, that you feel in this moment.
Merry Christmas.
I mean, to me, it's the
Eve.
perfect Christmas Eve drink. It's got, it's
Yes.
tinged with delicious
actually is.
gingerbread sensations. And we always say it, but Dunkin' is so ridiculously smooth. When you have some of the other coffee chains, and I won't say which ones, you can kind of taste the syrup or you can taste the flavoring.
And the bitterness.
Dunkin' just, yeah.
Blech.
And Dunkin' just goes down so smooth. I love it.
There's like almost, I don't know how to describe it other than there's this like beautiful coat on my tongue of just smoothness. It's like,
I'd like to see Massachusetts talk more about, because we take it so for granted, Jeff, back there. I mean, there's one on every block. And they always wonder if they appreciate. So we got away from it. So we really appreciate Dunkin's.
yeah, but I think if you're a Dunkin' fan, you are part of like a rabid, loyal fan base. Like we hate everything else. It's like we're Celtics fans. We hate the Lakers. We hate everybody else. Like we are very diehard for our Dunkin'. You know me.
Oh, New England people, we are lunatics.
We're lunatics, but in the best possible way. But, you know, they've always stepped up their game. They're always growing with the times. You know, they're making fresh ground espresso lattes there, right? They're grinding each latte fresh for you. So it's an experience. And we've got the cheers and cups that make me so happy.
That's
P.S. This got me through very dark moments this last month. Okay? Because it's a very easy thing. Think about my dad and your dad. What was their favorite thing in the world to do? Go to Dunkin' and get their coffee.
Oh my God, yeah, no.
That was their treat.
My father loved it.
Life doesn't have to be
he told me that in his deathbed, not to be morbid. Because I was like, Dad, I feel so bad. I didn't get you didn't get this, you didn't get that. You know, he never had much. And he said, yeah, but I didn't, when I was happy, I didn't want any of that stuff. He goes, for me, I used to love just going to Dunkin' Donuts and getting the paper and sitting and talking to all the different people there. Like, that was fun. That was a blast for me.
My dad. I mean, that's why when I picked him up from the hospital, I was like stressing to get there because I was so excited to see him. And I saw the parking lot was jammed to Dunkin', and I was like, I got to do it. So when I picked him up, his coffee was in the back seat waiting for him. And he's like, oh, you got my coffee.
What about Uncle Gregory? Your Uncle Gregory at Dunkin's?
Oh, my God, yeah.
He's got like...
Oh, he's got his like network of stuff going on.
He takes pictures of like they'll buy him like eight different people. He's the most popular guy at the Dunkin's. See, they buy him 8 different coffees. Remember he took the picture of all the...
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's delicious. Try the holiday favorites right now, especially if you're in like a tough moment, which so many of you are, and I feel you and I hear you and I get it. Just go cheer yourself up.
You know what those cups do really just brighten your day. Like it's just sad it all has to go away December 26th.
But it wouldn't be
2nd.
Special if it wasn't something to look forward to every year.
If we can stretch it out just a little.
We can stretch it a bit. We can stretch it.
Because it's very
Kelsey,
wintry.
When we go to Dunkin' next, let's just ask for a lot of extra cups. And then we can keep using them till February.
I've been doing that slowly but surely. I'm going to keep growing our collection.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm Kelsey. I didn't mean to forget about you.
What do you mean?
Merry Christmas Eve,
oh,
Kelsey.
Thank you. Right back at you, Kevo.
What?
And unto you.
And unto you.
Same unto you.
It's unbelievable how disrespectful of my religion.
And same unto you.
Same unto you.
Thank you.
So Better Together runs on Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'. We all run on Dunkin', and we're grateful to have such incredible partners on this show. So I do want to talk a little bit about The Bachelorette last night because, Jeff, you had to have seen it. You could not have not.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. It was amazing.
So Kevin's so mad that we wasted a night of Christmas movies because obviously we've been dealing with like hell the last month. And The Bachelorette was another kind of soft, like, light moment where somehow, some way here or there, we were able to catch it. Even in the darkest of moments, I'd have my mom on my FaceTime on mute and I'd be watching her in the hospital. And I would just kind of like let myself, enjoy and shut down for a minute. But last night, Kevin's like, we should watch a Christmas movie. And I'm like, but how do we not watch the finale and see what the heck happened?
I could have had you out of that finale in 12 minutes.
I know.
Just got to let me creatively edit with the remote. Blah, blah, blah. I love you. I love you. Oh, yeah, he seems like a nice guy. Yeah, you should marry him. Yeah.
Did everybody see Zach coming?
Yes.
Jeff Stuck.
Oh, Jeff Stuck. This is awesome.
Take a picture of him. Honey, look at him. Look at him.
If that isn't the guy that is celebrating Christmas Eve, I don't know who it is.
I got Jeff a scarf for Christmas, and he's wearing it, and he's very excited about it.
You also bought me a 1988 Chrysler New Yorker.
Oh, Jeff's unstuck.
No, a Chrysler Fifth Avenue.
Oh, God. Jeff.
I was going to say, Maria, I did not see Zach coming at all. It's funny. I heard you guys during that, but somehow I was frozen.
You were like this, Jeff. It was a beautiful picture of you. We're like,
he's frozen again.
Let's all pretend we're frozen.
Oh, man. But I think Kevin could have creatively edited because I was working up until the last 15 minutes and then I went in and I was like, yep, okay, I feel like I saw the whole show.
Yeah.
Or the,
Yep.
so.
That's why sometimes you just got to let me. Maria, over the years, you've given way to that.
I do. But you know what? I'm not in like normal form, right?
True.
It's
How do you get it? Just she's fantastic as a bachelorette. I loved her. But how do you go from 90 Day Fiance that it's just such an amazing shit show?
I know.
And then you go to this.
See, I'm a Bachelor girl over 90 Day.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kev.
No,
I am too.
90 days
but I like when they're
unbelievable.
kooky though. I don't like when everyone's normal and gets along.
By the way, I think Tasha was so great.
She's
So
the best.
fun.
What a fun, like, good spirit she is.
Yep.
And I really hope that she and Zach work out well. Ivan was my favorite. From second one, I was like, that guy's amazing.
I like Brendan.
Brendan.
Oh, he was
Brendan.
my guy.
Wait, Brendan,
I love Brendan.
our fellow masshole,
That's right.
who definitely loves Duncan too. Brendan was amazing, and what a stand-up, honorable guy
what a
to be able
sweet
to
kid. Yeah.
say in a very high-pressured moment, because he could have gone all the way and said, I'll just go for it, and then if we don't feel it, we'll end it.
Yeah.
He's so honorable. What an amazing guy.
What a
who
sap.
just
honorable.
honey. He
I'm like-
oozes love. He oozes like family, and so
He blocks all the money that would have come in.
What are you talking
cover
about?
people. Think of home. I was like, no, don't. Hang in.
Zach's
go
gonna go
through
for all
it.
of it.
No, go through it. Have it be a divorce afterwards. It didn't work. It just,
Yeah.
there's at least six figures on the table, maybe 7,
But
just in that decision.
I think Brendan was
But
such
what a good
guy.
guy. No, you're right. Yeah.
But Ivan, I freaking loved. He was so cute. He was so sweet. But I think with her, she wanted someone who was going to be all girls want someone who's going to be passionate with them. You don't want someone who's scared to like touch you. Like Ivan was so sweet, but he was scared to touch her. Like she's grabbing guys and like, and his hands are by his side and he's like kissing her.
Well, I think it was telling at the end when she said that she was like, have I ever actually been in love? Like, I'm questioning that because with Zach, it was such a different level of passion and intimacy. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
you could tell.
They had
she would see
chemistry.
him and she would dive onto his body.
And he to her too. It was like in the pond. I was like, or the fountain.
Yeah.
It's like, what is happening? Also, thank you to people who are loving my shirt.
Kelsey's sporting a really great shirt. By the way, I've got my Smash tees. I'm really obsessed with Smash tees, by the way. They're all these like onesies, and Kelsey and I have been sporting them all summer. And because I have very little access to my closet right now until our renovation is done, they sent me this one, which is so cute. Hello.
I love it.
So cute.
It's plaid. It's very holiday. It's my onesie. Oh, and I'm sporting my Maximus Christmas socks. So my
oh my
dog.
gosh, look at her.
Need a remote control.
Amazing. This whole outfit is brought to you by Better Together. This is from Maria. This is from Rocky Barnes. So I'm very grateful to this show for looking at snazzies I do on Christmas Eve.
I really loved Rocky.
I did too.
And I loved her clothes. And yes,
We had a great
Jeff,
week.
I'm really glad the scarf is working out because I
love it.
I Christmas shopped a long time ago for everybody on my phone, luckily, and then was like, oh shit, how am I going to do this? And my friend Dimitri, God bless him, I was like, I need help. I'm like, it's like, just here, go. I have it all pictured. I wrote everyone's names on the pictures. I told Kelsey she couldn't touch my phone for a long time because I'm like, I don't want you to open the folder that has like Christmas pictures in there so you don't know what you're getting, which Jeff thinks it's real Gucci, but it's fake. He goes, she got me a gucky scarf.
I honestly thought he was serious. I was like, Jeff, you know that's Gucci, right? He said, I'm kidding. And I was like, thank God.
But I feel very classy. I love it, Miranda. It looks pretty good, I gotta say. For those of you watching,
It does look good, Jeff.
I knew you would feel very
looks great.
distinguished and very like
Scholar.
Chic.
manly and adulty and whatever. I was like, this is the perfect gift for Jeff.
Yeah, it looks so nice. And it looks great with that sweater too.
Kelsey's getting a fake one too, so I mean, you kind of spoiled it now. Now she's gonna know what she's getting, a fake scarf.
Yes.
But it's funny, the joy of giving, right? And
Yeah, it's funny. We were talking about that on the Christmas 24/7. On very COVID Christmas. We were talking about the joy of giving and how
it is fun.
It is way more fun than receiving.
Yeah. I think, getting to show your appreciation for people in your life is really great. And I think that, listen, I wasn't able to do, I've canceled Christmas many, many years because of what I've gone through with my mom. And this definitely would have been one that I think everybody would have understood if I canceled. But at the same time, there are those people that have gone above and beyond, like Gina at Cedar Sinai, who I was like, there's no way I can't tell this person how much she means to me. And it doesn't have to be something big. It just has to be something to let them know that you're thinking of them and that you appreciate what they do for you all year long, right? All year long, during COVID, when my mom was going to Cedars with Kevin, she would figure out a way to make it easy. She would help them through
Even
every
just get
step
me
of the
in
day.
during COVID every single time. I'm like, she needs a caretaker. We have it signed off. Like the same people every 3 weeks. But no.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, again, we're going to do this. And Gina would get me in, or your mom would be alone.
Or Dr. Rudnick or Dr. Aaronin, who, are amazing and have saved my parents' lives. Like, there's certain things, certain things that you can't not do. But then to see people's reactions when they get their gifts and their messages is just like, it literally lights me up. It makes me so happy. So I may have to move in with you, Kels, because,
Okay. Wait, why are you?
Gucky ain't cheap.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, what? You're
kidding.
You're always more than welcome. I've told you, my place is cozy, pretty big, pretty spacious for an LA apartment. So you're welcome.
Perfect.
You're so welcome.
Yeah, you just can't get around it. Like, even when you're like at this point, I was like, I don't know where I am budgetarily with everything that's going on. And we have to figure out caretakers for my mom and all this stuff. Well, whatever it's going to be, we'll deal with it in the new year, because there's just no way of getting around this at all, period. Another thing I wanted to mention to you guys, and I'm sure if you were watching The Bachelor or anything on ABC, you have noticed that I am making a little appearance on Wheel of Fortune, the celebrity edition. Come January, they're doing 8 special primetime episodes. And they called me, and in the middle of, our nightmare, I was like, Kevin, obviously I can't do this. And he goes, no, you have to do this. So I played on behalf of 2 very important charities that you'll get to hear about then. And it was really, really cool and kind of a dream come true. And you'll get to see why, a little tease. You'll get to see why, hopefully on the show, if they didn't edit it out. But we have video footage of it anyway to share with you in the new year. In the meantime, I know we wanted to talk about some of the things that we learned this year on the show that we have implemented. And guys, anyone who's listening live right now in the chat, please share with us, what have been the most important things that you have, gained from this show that you've implemented and has helped you. So feel free to start populating the chat. Kels will jump in when she can. But Jeff, let's start with you.
Gosh, I mean, what's so cool for me is I feel like my professional journey has paralleled a very important personal journey, which I know is how a lot of people connect to this show. I feel like that's part of the story of becoming a part of our Heal Squad is your life changes. And it's part of the privilege of me working on this show is the chance to experience that journey for myself. If we're talking about takeaways from the year from episodes, I have to first shout out Dr. Susan David. She's become a popular go-to episode, but we kind of view her as the Mary Poppins of self-care, in the sense that she just has this incredibly warm, almost maternal demeanor. I hope that doesn't sound demeaning. I mean it in the most positive way. She's brilliant. But she coined this idea of emotional agility, which is the idea that our emotions are valuable, but they're data. They're not directives. So when we're feeling stressed or scared or sad, we don't need to spiral and get hooked by our emotions. Instead, we can use strategies to acknowledge them and use them as a way to learn how to get better. So if we're feeling stressed, it might be signaling that we value conscientiousness and teamwork. And that's why we're stressed out. So we can move towards our values instead of getting hooked and moving away from them. So that was incredible for me, a huge breakthrough. And it's really allowed me to pause, step back, evaluate how and why I'm experiencing something and move on and grow from it.
Merry Christmas Eve, Jeffrey Crane Graham.
I love that.
And unto you.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, for me, there's been so many. Obviously, I've talked a lot lately about how Dr. Rao and his episode helped me through this last month with my family. Good thing, bad thing, who knows? If you haven't listened to his episode, I highly suggest it. But he also said another thing, which is, are you feeding the wolf or are you feeding the dog? And so we don't want to feed people's wolves. We want to feed the dog. And, he explains it a lot better than I probably can. And Jeff, maybe you can explain it better. You're like really good at kind of breaking things down, being the writer that you are. But, I equate feeding the wolf with like inciting a little bit.
Yeah, it's the idea that each of us have two entities inside of us warring. It comes from like ancient traditions, and we have a wolf and we have a dog. And the dog is warm and loyal and friendly and sees the best in people. And the wolf is mean and scared and wants to tear other people down. And every decision we make and everything we say either feeds our wolf or our dog. And whatever we feed grows. And they're constantly fighting with each other. And the thing that Dr. Rao said that blew my mind was everyone thinks about this for themselves, but everyone you talk to has a wolf and a dog. And the way you speak to them will also feed their wolf and their dog. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. I think dealing with challenging personalities or a personality along this journey in this last month, I realized I was very focused at first on feeding the dog. And then one day I fed the wolf and I was like, why did I do that? Why the heck did I do that? And I think also, kind of going back to some old episodes, the tongue scraping, now being back in my bathroom and using my tongue scraper. I know this is like a stupid little self-care thing, but it actually is so great because it gets rid of all the bacteria on your tongue. And then Fully Raw Christina's episode talking about, eating an abundance of variety and getting, because we all can become creatures of habit really easily. I'm looking at one right now. You eat the same things every day. But your body needs different nutrients. So when you're looking at, when you're at the supermarket, maybe grab a pineapple one day because you haven't had anything like that, or grab a different fruit, grab a different vegetable. These juices that have a mixture of things, like get some beets in you, like your body needs all these different things. And so I've really made a conscious effort ever since that episode to try to give my body variety. So it has everything it needs. Honey, do you have anything?
Well, again, my blood type being dragon's blood negative, I can subsist on whatever I need to just get by. It's just fuel, as we've discussed. But again, I don't want your listeners or viewers taking down that path unless they test dragon's blood negative, which is what I have. Yeah, that's why everyone around me got corona, but they were like, I went in for the test and for positive, negative, and all it said was dragon's blood negative.
I mean,
I do. No, the Trevor Moawad episodes always move you.
Yeah.
By the way, all these episodes move me, and I will say that I have not officially announced that I am the executive producer elect.
He is.
And I've had some initiatives already come down as the office of the executive producer elect of the show. Mm-hmm. I got in fraudulently, but let's just put all that aside. There's no need to discuss voter fraud at this point. You're in. You guys are stuck with me. I get sworn in on the 20th, and I suggest you make the best of it.
We all voted for you.
Well, see, I knew. Thank you, Kelsey.
No fraud
Thank
here.
you. Yeah, no,
I don't talk about who I vote for.
Yeah, but I'm claiming that I've gotten the most votes out of any executive producer in the history of talk. Yeah, so it's
guys, if we have Kevin's full attention, we're going to the moon. So everyone, fasten your seatbelts.
So I will say, getting to the more serious part is, as the executive producer elect, I just keep noticing every single show is a lessons plural. And the hard part for me is I'm the type of person, if I don't have these things written down and in some kind of form that I can refer to them, I tend to get a little lost in them, but I'm excited to come in and be part of the show on a daily basis off air. But just even hearing what you just said, Jeff, I'm like, wait, what? It's just there's so many great takeaways every single show that if you're anything like me, I encourage you to take notes. I swear. Like, or maybe I'm going to have to do it for everyone.
Everybody should have their Better Together notebook at this point. But I'm also creating something for everybody.
Good.
That's going to be
You
pretty
need
bad.
some kind of almanac.
Mm-hmm.
I just, I feel like, when you hear this stuff, it's like you start putting it more into action. You know?
Can I jump in with some of the chat?
Yes,
All right.
please.
Merry Christmas Eve, Kelsey.
Thank you, and unto you, Kevin.
What about to the chat?
Oh my goodness. Merry Christmas Eve chat.
Okay. Can't hear you, Kels.
Hold on, there's literally so many. I'm trying to scroll up here.
They're all saying it onto you because they understand.
Scroll
and
up,
same
press
onto
this
you.
button.
Yeah, I'm reading it. Same.
Just pick some.
Oh my gosh,
Barbara Lee.
Kevin.
Yeah. Let's see. Sorry.
Are you ready?
Kelsey has the go
And
ahead.
same onto you. And same onto
Honey,
you.
shut
I'm reading
up.
the chats right
We
now.
need to get to the chat.
Patty Penn, I'm enough. Catherine Woodward Thomas. Oh, I love that. Good thing, bad thing, who knows? Let's see. Anita Morjani. Every episode brought something for me to add to my toolbox. Good thing, bad thing, who knows? Giving is better than receiving. Jamie Lynn Spears' interview was amazing.
Ooh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
I love Jan Cohen is shouting out Sa to Simone too. We see you, Jan, and we also love the song.
Hi,
Yeah.
Jan.
love
There you
Sa.
go. Same
Jan-
onto you. Same onto you.
Jan also
same
said-
onto you. That's interesting.
Dane Cook, so good. Oh yeah, Michael said that he feels okay eating frozen veggies now. That was Maria who told you that. So thank you, GSTV. Judy Dyer, life is happening for me, not to me.
Merry Christmas Eve.
So
Merry
good.
Christmas
Oh,
Eve.
Me Journal. That was Grace Harry. I
Yeah.
love that. Love that.
Oh, the Me Journal is good.
Oh, some
And
really
what's so
good
cool
ones.
about this is we're getting such a variety. We're getting
Yeah.
the celeb Jamie Lynn Spears and Dane Cook.
Yep.
We're getting some spiritual thinkers. It just shows one thing I'm really proud of with this show, and one thing I encourage you to tell people as you're explaining the show is that no matter who we have on, it's going to be a compelling interview.
It's going to be
Because
something you get something from.
Exactly. Even
Yeah.
from who would have thought that comedian Dane Cook would be giving us these amazing breakthroughs? But part of that's, I got to credit you, Maria. You aren't content with just your run-of-the-mill interview. Your curiosity as an interviewer almost demands that you go in and get these amazing nuggets from our guests. But it's also the format of the show. We're designed to really dig in and create empathetic interviews to learn, which I'm just so proud. I really am. I'm going to say it.
It's been a great year.
It's been a really good year. I want to read off of a few of mine that I loved that stuck out to me. I really liked, Dr. Rao had so many good ones. That third arrow, talking about how we told that story of the woman's son getting in a car accident and calling herself a murderer, and just the idea that it's like your thoughts, like you can really damage yourself with your thoughts. So don't sling that third arrow. I loved that. Marianne DeMarco hit me so hard last week.
Oh, yeah.
Protecting your energy, talking to your angels.
Yep.
I loved that. Trevor and Kev, this was, you pounded this into us after, but average people become average through average behavior. And habits don't form you. You form habits.
Wow.
And then Shauna Nyquist, her 3 circles.
Oh, Shauna Nyquist. Yeah, that was amazing too.
And then Aaron Faulkner having the 3 important things that you value.
Yep.
And putting your energy into those things. So many good people. And then who was yesterday? Why can't I remember?
Yesterday was Marie Forleo.
Yes, Marie Forleo talking about
Congratulations.
not spreading. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just so many good things.
Yeah, Jeff, tell Kevin about congratulations.
Kevin, this is talk about a mind-blowing moment. Marie Forleo was incredible yesterday, if you didn't see it. She says that whenever she's talking to someone who's hit their rock bottom, they're on their knees, they're in their lowest moment, she tells them, congratulations. And here's why. When you're at your darkest and weakest, the universe is preparing you for something incredible. You're on the verge of a huge breakthrough. You're on the verge of a huge shift in your life, and you're learning so much. We learn when we're doing well, but I think we learn a lot more when things are hard.
Yeah, 100%.
So I just love if you're in a hard time, I know it's really hard, but congratulations. There's beauty right on the other side of this.
Yeah. I was thinking this morning, like Kevin asked me, he's like, do you miss, he's like, I was organizing all your lanyards from all your red carpet events. And he's like, do you miss those events? And I'm like, I really love what I'm doing every day. I would rather have an impact. I mean, those things are fun, but if my mom didn't get sick, I probably would have just continued in that vein and continued in that vein and continued in that vein and slowly died because I was dying at the end there. I could not do it anymore.
You were 10 years, Maria.
And so,
You really strung out 10 years.
And so this forced me into another path that I was always supposed to be in. I was always supposed to be here. This was always what I wanted to do. I wanted to help people. And I love learning and I love growing. And so I think that, out of that tragedy and being on my knees and, terrified between my mom's and mine, this created Better Together. And think of how many lives we're impacting, not only our own, but our own as well, but everyone else's. And that makes me happy. And we're growing. And so I always say to everybody, if you're watching this and you're listening to this and this is changing your life or helping you in any way, please share it with other people because we want this to reach more and more people. So we can have that beautiful ripple effect, right? You throw the pebble in the pond and that beautiful ripple effect. Like people need this more than ever. And when we started this, it was right when Corona started and we're here. These guys do such an incredible job every day doing all the hard work.
Even Jeff
on Christmas Eve. Yeah. And so if you haven't joined us on Patreon, we do incredible workshops there, healing workshops. The best thing that I feel like I can offer is my access. I've had 2 decades in this business and I have access to the greatest of the greats in all areas of life. And so we bring them on the main show and you get to hear them. But on the Patreon, you get to interact with them and you get to benefit from them and have those things stored in your log, basically. So when you need a Reiki tapping session or whatever, you can go back in and do the tapping session with Patty. If you need a meditation, you can do the one with Catherine Woodward Thomas. So join us over at Patreon. Click the link tree on my Instagram or on Better Together with Maria. It's really easy. It's also a really great gift. So if you haven't gotten someone a gift and they're in a tough moment in their life, or they're struggling to find their way, or they're just really interested in like a self-improvement, life improvement kind of journey, give them the gift of a Patreon membership. Next year we'll come up with like cute little cards where we can like give them once they do it, if it's a gift.
Well, from the office of the executive producer-elect.
Well, yes. Are you going to do that?
We're going to be working on a regifting program.
Yes, we are.
I'm very excited.
Guys, I have so much stuff to give.
Yes.
And I can't wait to give it to you.
Yeah. So we get a lot of trinkets sent our way.
No, guys, I have so much jewelry from over the years of people sending me stuff. I have huge drawers full of jewelry that we can just send out gladly. And what's awesome is it fits everybody. So you don't have to worry about sizes, except for rings.
We also have other items. We have
lots of items.
Yeah. We have a lot of stuff that we get and we continue to get. And there will be a special Better Together regifting program that just another thing from the office of the executive producer-elect.
Somebody's trying to get brownie points. Kelsey, have we started working on the newsletter?
I
the
want to save
Black
people's lives.
So we are putting out our next newsletter. So if you haven't signed up for our newsletter, go to mariamenounos.com, sign up. We are going to share with you my black book. Now,
as a little Christmas present.
It's our Christmas present to you. I decided yesterday that, and I realized it because it's saving me. So I have somebody helping me with our house in Connecticut right now. And I was like, shoot, we need to get, what is it? Petroleum? What's the stuff called?
Propane.
I'm like, we need propane. Shit, we need propane back there. And I'm like, oh, just go to the black book. You'll get the propane company number. It's all in there. So rather than relying on your phones and who was it and what was the name and everything is in one place. It's who handles your electricity, like your electrician, your plumber, your propane man, the pool person, whatever it is that you need in your household. The DirecTV password, which we're all getting rid of DirecTV, unfortunately. Roku, bitches. Anyway, whatever, it's your password and your black book for your life at home. And if you take the time to fill it out, it will change your life. You have a hard copy in your kitchen. Usually that's kind of central location for everybody. and you have a digital copy. So anytime something goes wrong, whoever's there, whether it's your kids, your husband, whoever it is, can just open up the book, boop, call, and get it done. If you're sick, right? Like right now, I need to figure out an updated medical black book for us. So if something was to happen to me, everybody doesn't go down because I'm the only one with all the information, right? So a medical black book is super important. So I'm going to work on that one next, and I'll share that one with you next. I also have, Jeff, and I can send you these maybe after Christmas. I have like kind of a whole COVID diary that I think we could edit together for people. I was looking at it last night, and I realized like I was filming stuff along the way. And so for anybody that's going through it, I can share a lot of kind of the tips and tricks that we used, the FaceTime sessions and things to look out for and how to be an advocate for your loved one when you can't physically be there.
I mean, the most important thing, if someone does go to the hospital, not most important thing, but one of the things is they're not going to let you be in the room. So a phone, a charger, right? An iPhone and a charger that you can send them.
Yeah.
So they can set up a 24/7 FaceTime.
Yeah.
That way you can even see how they're being cared for. And it was that was so good, Maria. And I mean, you obviously went alone, did it, but I'm thinking maybe family members could take shifts.
Yeah.
But it's just nice, we would have had no,
Yeah.
I mean, literally kept your mom alive.
Yeah. Well, because
your dad.
They can only do so much, right? So for my mom with the brain cancer and everything, I had to keep her brain stimulated. So I slept with her every night with the iPad on. And every time the nurses came in, I could hear it and I would wake up. When she was in the other hospital, I was able to identify she was swollen. Her hands were swollen and we needed to elevate them. Her feet were swollen. They needed to be elevated. So I was able to take care of her as if I was there because of
for
this.
People who have pre-existing conditions, the people at the hospital don't know.
Yeah.
So only you knew, right, about really knew the intricacies of her cancer and what is required. And so it was amazing that you did that, and that's why they're both here. But I as soon as we got through it, I said, Maria, you have to share this, because what do we keep hearing is that so many like relatives end up in the hospital alone and they die alone.
It's awful.
And so this is a means that, first of all, they're not alone, but second of all, like maybe you can help the nurses.
Yeah.
Keep that person here.
Yeah. And also it's like the medical black book is going to be so important because you can list all the allergies in there, everything that they need. Because when my mom was first admitted, I was on a plane and they were giving her penicillin and she's allergic to penicillin. But luckily she's not allergic in any kind of major way. It's like a rash kind of thing. And she didn't have any bad effect from it, luckily, because it was quick. But you need a medical black book for yourself that has everything that somebody needs to know, who your doctors are in every area, because now we also have so many, right? It's not just like the old days where you just had a primary care. You've got all these like specialists, the gyno, the breast mammogram doctor, the this, the that. So we're going to create that. But for now, we have the black book coming at you. It is my gift to you. It's going to be in our newsletter. We might be able to get it out before the end of the year so that during this break, you can actually fill it out. I think that would be ideal rather than the new year.
I really think we can. I think that was my plan, at least.
Okay,
that
cool.
it's going to be kind of a
like
Christmassy
next
present.
week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, maybe on Monday.
Yeah.
So on Monday, we're going to send it out to you guys. So join us. Go to mariamenounos.com, plug in your email, and we will send it to you on Monday. And I really encourage you to take us up on it and fill it out. Put it in a binder. If you can put it in those sheets, those plastic sheets, so it doesn't get destroyed, soiled, and then update it. Even if you're just scratching it out and putting the number in next to it for now until you can get to your computer and update it the proper way.
But it's nice if you have that copy on your computer too, because it's easy to update and reprint. Can I tell you guys, it's something that came up with a friend from back home that I think is super important for Jeff and for Kelsey to hear in your age group. Because you're not going to be thinking of these things, but with COVID, you have to. So I have a friend whose mom has corona and is in the hospital, and they've got a not so nice stepfather. Like the second marriage, and like this. And guess what? Because he's married to her,
he has all the say.
He has all the say, and they're blocked from the mother. So I am telling you guys now. especially for the Jeffs and the Kelseys, the young people, get with your parents and say, hey,
get a health directive written out.
Who is in charge, right? And they will even ask you at the hospital, we need to see it. So get Maria, can you talk about what they need to get? Because this is so important. You guys, like, this person's literally going to die because she has a lot of money and this is what the guy wants. It's awful. And the kids can't get, they're doing everything they can right now. And we had that happen in Massachusetts with a loved one. But here's what you love about Boston, is they knew the person was just there to take the person's money. And even though that person had to say, me and Joe were talking about this the other day, Maria.
I don't remember.
The nurses all said to us, like, we're listening to you. Whatever we know you're here because you love her. He's not. We don't give an F about the piece of paper he has.
Wow, yeah, I forgot
Total
about that.
Boston gangster. Like, you tell us.
Yeah.
And we stayed with her until she passed. But
so the paperwork, it's called an advanced health directive. And I'm sure you could print it out online. So I did this with my parents a long time ago, anticipating and looking down the field and knowing that, you know, the other human they gave birth to and I don't get along very well. And
it can't be about that. It's going to be about what's best for the parent.
It's got to be about that. And I've been in charge of their health their whole lives. And so to be in a situation where I had to, like, fight in a moment, I didn't want to be in that situation. So I had power of attorney paperwork and health directives written out so that this was all figured out and handled. So you want to get health directives written out.
Please, guys.
And it's very simple. It's one sheet. You need a notary. And right now you can get an online notary, like a digital notary that you can do a Zoom with. That's how we signed our surrogate paperwork recently.
I mean, sorry, Jeff, like you and Kelsey are young, but even Jeff, you and Lauren and Lauren's parents, like, maybe it's someone else in the family. Maybe it's the eldest child. I don't know.
Whoever is the person that really can carry that burden, right? Because there is a lot that goes with it, right? You're in charge of every decision and making sure that their wishes are respected. And so, I think that's a really great tip. And I think that, you know, it's never fun conversations because you never want to talk about that stuff. But trust me, especially now, like, the lawyers that I'm talking to are like, we have never been busier than we have this year because now there's an imminent concern with COVID. Nobody knows when it's going to strike, and nobody knows who is going to be in that situation. And so I think, you know, for the purposes of, you know, making sure that whoever it is you're trying to protect is safe, there's one clear person in charge that is capable of being in charge, I think is the most important thing you can do. So,
and if moms and dads give you pushback, I urge you to say to them, it's not fair to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not, I know they may not want to talk about it, it's uncomfortable, but, you know, like mom's been advocating for my one friend, it's that it's torturing the children, you know.
Yeah, don't leave us with a mess. The mother would
never, right, you'd never want to do that.
So anyhow, since this is our last episode for the holiday,
we're doing a special one. Me, Jeff, and Kelsey tomorrow.
Christmas Eve.
We're doing we're doing a.
So Christmas Eve, I'm just gonna say, Kelsey is spending the holiday with us. We are going to spend Christmas Eve watching holiday specials around the clock. Santa Claus is coming to town. It's a Wonderful Life.
Scrooge.
Year Without a Santa. Scrooge. All of our Christmas classics that we watch throughout the year throughout the month to get in the spirit. We're gonna watch in one day. And I'm really excited, and I'm just grateful, like I said, that my parents are going to get to spend this year with us and that they both got through COVID, because I looked at my dad yesterday. I go, you guys both beat COVID.
That's amazing.
Like, you both beat it. He's doing amazing. She is negative, and she is getting better. And I got a message from Wendy. She's holding her own coconut water right now, drinking.
Oh my God, such a big deal, you guys.
Yep. She's drinking and staying hydrated.
Allah is good.
And honey, shut up.
What?
Your jokes are not funny right now.
He
and
is.
and so we're taking Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We're back next week with some amazing. Okay, so we're taking off next week too. Is that it? I don't remember.
Well, we actually do have some exciting new episodes next week that have been
right.
So on Monday of next week, we're airing an episode with award-winning Israeli researcher Dr. Dan Peer.
Oh, so good.
There's so many reasons to listen to this episode. First of all, he is destroying glioblastoma from the inside out. This is the future of cancer cures
and ovarian cancer.
and ovarian, and he gets into the mechanism behind how the COVID vaccine works. So if you have questions or confusion about the COVID vaccine, you have to listen to that episode. It's next Monday. Then on Tuesday, we're actually airing a really, I think, compelling and surprisingly thoughtful interview with YouTuber Gabby Hanna. If you're familiar with Gabby, you may have opinions about her story, but I promise you those opinions will be totally blown up when you see this incredible interview she has with Maria. So much takeaway about especially what it's like to be a female in business. I was stunned by that interview, and I think we've got an amazing week next week.
It's so good.
Yeah,
It's
I think
so
also
good.
she was just vulnerable about kind
Yeah.
of being bullied and how she handled it and her mental health and the toll it took on her mental health where people were attacking her. I know what that is like. It's not fun. So we have new episodes next week. Don't miss it. And we hope you guys have the merriest of Christmases. Listen, it is a unique time. And, you know, if this Christmas is a painful one, I know my Thanksgiving was a very painful one. I know what that feels like. And I had friends that rallied and brought us food and whatever, you know, to kind of help us through. I think that, you know, my heart is with you. And if your Christmas is just different this year because you can't spend it with as many people or you're having to quarantine, whatever it is, you know, try to make the most of it. Even if you are, you know, on your own, Christmas movies are always a great way to, you know, brighten your day, and holiday music and
A very COVID Christmas podcast.
a gingerbread latte
Yes,
from
thank you,
Dunkin',
Kelsey.
whatever it takes. But
And you
I'm
guys, and this
sending
too
all
will pass, and you have a new year to look forward to.
yeah,
you know.
sending you guys a lot of love, a lot of you know, good energy. And
Before we go, because I'm afraid you're going to sign off, I really do want to hear about Jeff's, because Jeff has, like, he's in the Midwest. It's snowy and cold, like Jeff, and both the families are amazing at celebrating Christmas. Jeff, can you take me through the 48 hours of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? No, I'm serious.
Lots of cocoa.
Because we're being like shut in, and like Jeff's like,
I want to live vicariously through Jeff's Christmas too.
come on,
Actually,
Jeff, get us going.
Well, I'll keep it quick. The only question is, Kev, do you want me to talk about tonight as well?
Yes, Jeff. Oh my
Okay.
God, yeah. Because by the way, it's on as of tonight.
Yeah, well,
Midnight,
it's Christmas
it's
Eve.
on.
no, guys, it's on as soon as the show is over.
For you, maybe.
We'll have some post-show meetings and make sure we're all set with some great social, because even this, I mean, every episode we produce is amazing. But starting tonight, the Graham fam does start our Christmas Eve celebration. So we kind of recreate Thanksgiving dinner.
The Graham
So we'll actually
fam.
bring in some stuffing, turkey, mashed potatoes, and my families have been quarantining and testing, and we just got negative clearance from my siblings. So my both sisters will be coming.
So wait, Jeff,
then-
you're driving. Because you're not with Team Graham
Kevin's
now, right?
legs on the table right now. He is comfy.
Yeah, Jeff, are you Team Graham or are you with Laura?
We're in Team Graham, and I'll keep
Okay.
it quick because I don't want to
But
keep you on
Laura's
for too
with
long.
him.
We are Team Graham with the siblings. I think for me and for everyone, what I would encourage is take this time to be with people in whatever capacity you can. So even if that's virtual over Zoom, for me, it's going to be slow coffees in the morning. I feel like that's my self-care. That's what I'm looking forward to, is just sitting around and talking with people. If it has to be over Zoom, I'd encourage you to do it. Grab a coffee and be with loved ones.
All right, so Jeff,
Even if
tonight is Christmas Eve with the Grahams. It's like a Thanksgiving
Turkey dinner.
Oh, I love that.
I think I
Yes.
should make us a turkey dinner.
You should. And
will.
then Jeff,
I'm
come
here
on,
for
take
that.
me through. So then what's tomorrow? Tomorrow, what do we do?
Like I mentioned, it'll be slow coffee, kind of hanging out with the siblings, catching up.
Yep.
We'll probably do a breakfast
Jeff likes his
casserole.
siblings.
Wait, breakfast.
Honey,
what?
Jeff likes his siblings. Isn't that such a special,
No, I
like,
love it. That's what I'm
special, like,
saying.
sensation? That's a special sensation that we don't get to have.
No, my next life. No, I love this. So then, Jeff, tell me. So slow coffee, and then
Yes.
breakfast casserole.
And then I think it looks like it's going to be snowing here in Cleveland.
Oh!
I know.
No, you didn't.
We're
so
going to go
jealous.
sledding.
No, sledding on Christmas. That's what I
I
said.
sledding.
Guys,
This is from the-
so wrong.
This is from the office of the executive producer-elect.
What?
We
What
care
did I
about
do?
people's lives. Bringing Jeff in to tell
Honey.
us about his 2
Yes,
days.
amen.
slow coffee. I've never heard that term
I
before.
love it. I love it.
Slow
Right?
coffee
Trademark
and
it.
sledding.
Yeah.
I told you.
I don't
these
know
are
if I can hear Christmas Day. I think I'm going to be really
Maria,
jealous.
we need to, guys, we need to move to Essex, Connecticut. I
Yeah.
think that's the city. Oh no, New Canaan, because
It's New Canaan, yeah.
Jeff, since 1922, the town gets together every Christmas Eve to sing Christmas carols in the town square. I'm like, I need to move there.
I know, but
Anyway,
it's too cold.
Jeff, okay, yeah, but we'll figure it out. Jeff, okay, slow coffee and sledding tomorrow.
Yeah.
You guys are really sledding tomorrow?
I'm so jelly. I want to sled.
Are there children or is this just adults?
There are 6 nieces and nephews under 7 years old.
So that's fun.
So fun.
Jess is
It is a
7.
party.
Guys,
The chat just said you were a literal Christmas movie.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. Okay,
No,
so
he
then Jeff-
is.
So Jeff,
the
keep-
Hallmark movie, The Graham Fam.
right,
That's
so
what we're going to
wait.
write. Oh my God, we should write that. The Graham Fam, slow coffee and sledding.
All right, so
love
then
it.
Jeff, and you know what it is? It's like the one outside shitbird who marries into the family and disrupts it. That's the movie. All right, so listen, so Jeff, now we do the sledding, and then what? Take me through.
And we'll come home. We've actually wanted to watch Mank, Kevin. We haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's
What?
not, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. But
So-
if you know Hollywood history, and even
Mank?
David Fincher, it's his dad's script. They did to honor the father.
What's the movie called?
It's called Mank. It's about the
Mank?
It's
M-A-N-K?
Yeah, it's Mankiewicz. Remember Ben Mankiewicz
Yeah,
from
of course.
This would
Grandfather.
This would have been his grandfather or his I think his granduncle.
You guys are starting to bore me. I need more slow coffee and sledding.
All right, yeah. So anyway, Jeff, I'm not crazy about Mank because I feel like it should be a Christmas movie, and I feel like Mank should be it should be in the days after Christmas or
Okay.
Christmas night.
So
So
Fair
I'm
enough.
sorry. See, this is where the outside shit bag comes in and messes up the Graham fam. But
Okay, so what
I think
else?
it should be a Christmas movie. I think you guys should all watch It's a Wonderful Life, Jeff. You owe me that.
You're right. That's
If
a
you
great
guys
suggestion.
switch
We
that
may-
out
we may-
tonight, all the little kids will love it. Everyone will love it, Jeff.
no, the little kids aren't going to love
That's a
it.
good point. We'll probably
They're
pivot.
gonna
I
like
love that.
Mank better about 1940s Hollywood. Will you stop?
6-year-olds are going to like Frosty. Okay?
No, they're gonna
Yeah.
like It's a Wonderful Life.
Agreed.
Carry on, Jeff.
And then Christmas is just going to be kind of
Wait.
what you'd expect. I think the kids will probably be up
Jeff,
early.
there's
So
no
Wait.
midnight mass. No midnight mass.
No, right?
We get that out of the way today.
we're going to do church tonight, actually.
Tonight,
We'll do
okay.
it virtually.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll do church tonight. So then Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, we'll wake up. I think the kids will probably be up super early. And I think it'll just be a time to be together. I think we don't like to over-program Christmas Day because you want to make sure you feel like you're
This
just
was the
together.
depressing part of the Graham fam when you told me Christmas Day was like brunch. Remember? Didn't you throw that out a
What's
couple
wrong
years
with
ago?
brunch?
For Christmas Day, come on, you need the big spread brunch.
Later, but like waking up at
Okay,
your
no, he's
leisure.
saying that's
Wait,
their day.
honey,
That's their day, Maria.
just
Brunch.
shush for 1 second. You're very aggressive right
Well,
now.
I'm damn right I'm aggressive.
I
This
need
is
to
my
understand,
Christmas.
Jeff. Like, are you guys in your jammies in the morning, like
Yeah.
with the slow coffee? Yeah, I need the visual. So
I
you're in
love
your
that.
jammies with the
Okay.
slow coffee, and then hold up, and then I envision that you guys have a fireplace and stockings that are actually full. Do you actually stuff stockings?
That's the
Yes,
best
we do.
part.
Of
It's
course
all
they
the nieces
do.
and nephews now.
Of course
We
they do.
always did too. Stockings are my
I've
favorite.
I've never seen really stuffed stockings in my life,
Oh.
guys, other than
Yeah, I
on Santa
would-
Claus is coming to
I
town.
would have, but we stick them on the wall and they fall off. So forget
Oh
it.
my God.
My
No.
mother.
Stockings were my
That's what she
favorite.
said.
Guys,
I would always tell my
I
mom if
literally couldn't believe this. I was like, Jeff's gonna have stockings full.
Hell yeah.
I really honestly, you guys feel like stockings are pretty
Yeah,
normal.
but
We always had
here's
stockings.
what I don't like is I know Jeff's a great cook, and I bet you there's tons of great cooks on the team. Who's in the onesies like stirring the gravy and and doing the Christmas hen or the turkey
hen.
something? I don't like the idea of brunch. That's your Christmas day, not on
Why
my
are
ship.
you attacking Jeff's Christmas?
Oh my God, it's the
They
one,
love their
It's their
Christmas.
one flaw. Listen, I practice Kaizen.
No, wait.
It's a process
I-
of continuous improvement. You
I'm-
don't think the Graham fam can improve?
You're exhausting me.
Well,
Can I just
just
say
from
like
the office of the
I would
executive
envision
producer-elect.
I would envision
I care about
honey,
people. I'm trying to save lives.
I'm speaking.
Not like that other clown.
I'm speaking. And other people want to speak too. So you better take your turn, okay?
Where's Kamala?
So
No, Roxy's going to be my Kamala on the show. She
Wait,
said.
so
Roxy Strive.
so I envision
my
you guys
VP.
slow coffee, waking up, the stockings are full, the presents are under the cookies have been eaten by Santa, they're just a little crumbs, and then you guys go like on a family ice skating like excursion, and yeah,
I think what we might do this year is tobogganing.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Year
Yes.
Kelsey.
I lo-
with big. But we want to be really conscious of COVID. That's the thing. So with sledding, the way they're doing it is they're doing a really socially distanced, like you can't be near each other and it's outside. So we're going to see whether or not that feels right.
Jeff,
but
can I ask
kind of think our goal for Christmas is the kids want to do a Christmas pageant. So I think they'll act out the Jesus birth Christmas story.
Nice.
But I think the key is just going to be low key, be together and relax. I think
Jeff,
that's the move.
I have an important question. Are you ever coming back to LA?
Jeff, let me answer that for you. This is the executive producer, Alex, speaking.
Oh my God.
We will not see Jeff until
February,
I'm thinking
March.
late spring, if not into summer. It all depends on this.
I think what
this
we're
virus.
hearing from advisories is that it's not a good time to come to LA, but we do. I don't know if that's right or not. I'm hearing that.
No, Jeff.
I heard it's an excellent time to come.
Stay put. Here's what I say. Listen, this is a little.
He's like, why am I going to leave? My mom's cooking for me. The dishes are done.
It's a little,
I'm having like a very Ohio life. This is amazing.
It's very. I always say anyone who wants to come to an LA or a New York, you're a moth flying toward a flame. I mean, right now, it's just not. I the one who told Jeff to go home. When I did, I told Roxy to go. All my loved ones, I've said, if you can get out of this city, if you can, then do so. So I think, but
okay. So can I ask the chat on a scale of 1 to 10, how jealous are we of the Graham fam Christmas?
The best.
I need to know.
So jelly. Wait, I want to ask though, Jeff, where do you guys sled? Because when growing up, we used to sled on like our little golf course that was close to us.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you're gonna laugh. We go to Rose Hill in Bay Village, Ohio, which is where I'm from, near the gazebo. So there's a nice hill there.
Yeah, the towns always have the one.
Jeff's gonna get stalkers there now. Guys, you know where to find Jeff.
That's right.
Do you remember did you ever hear of the 7 bumps? There was like in Medford had. Yeah,
of course. I remember the 7 bumps.
That's what we used to. Toboggan.
I love it, Jeff. I honestly feel like your Christmas isn't that outrageous. I did.
That's wonderful. Wait a second. Why do you think I went to him? Because I know he has the Christmas. My only asterisk was, and we've talked about it for years, is I just wish their Christmas dinner was bigger. They had more food and things
Kelsey,
like that.
What is the chat saying? Scale of 1 to 10. How jealous are we? 10 being the highest.
I'm not getting any 1 to 10s. I'm getting so jealous. I'm with Jeff, living the dream in Utah.
Same unto you.
Same unto you. People are laughing at Kevin's
madness.
Kamala and Joe.
Okay,
comment.
so guys, we at this time next year are going to have twins. Is that not the craziest thought in the world?
So. I mean, we will. Yeah,
Honey,
just manifest.
We're going to have twins next Christmas. We're going to have babies.
Then you'll never see me.
That's crazy.
The thing is, both of you, the way you talk about your dogs, I'm like, if these kids are even half
good point
as your dog, they have a beautiful journey ahead.
P.S. Just go to my Insta stories and see my morning with Winnie.
Oh,
guys, that little bitch in her Santa suit and her fresh grooming. I kissed that belly. Oh my God. So many times this morning. I did it in lieu of a meditation. In lieu of a meditation, me and Winnie just snuggled and coodled and loved, and she's just the greatest.
By the way, is there any better present to get than a rescue baby?
No.
I know.
But I don't know if the shelters even let you adopt right now. I hope so.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. More people adopted this year than probably ever, I think. Anyway, we're going to wrap up this show, guys.
Can I ask Jeff one more question? Very important. Jeff, when does the drinking happen with your family? I feel like you guys are
drink throughout Midwest.
Spiced eggnog.
Wasps. They drink throughout, right?
My dad and I
Is that a bad term? Did you just say a bad word?
Wasp? Yeah, it's probably bad now. Everything's bad now.
Oh, okay. I think it's safe. I don't take it.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
It's good.
Even he's not even. Yeah, she is actually. Yeah, you are a wasp, Jeff.
I don't know what that is, but I know it doesn't sound right.
A white
Agreed.
Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
It's just a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, but yeah, I think Manhattans are my dad's and I go to. So we always try to figure out.
That was my grandma. That was our family
The
too,
old
Jeff.
drink is awesome.
I love it.
Midwest.
That's our evening night cap.
Manhattan.
Jeff's like the 90-year-old and like the 20-something-year-old body. How old are you?
29.
29-year-old body.
Switch the numbers.
That's
I'm
amazing.
29 going on 92, right?
Dead.
I love
Dead.
it.
Well,
Jeff, I'm concerned about the 3-0. I was talking about that. I think we may have to skip over and do it next year.
Yeah, Kevin, I said next year.
Because I want to do something special for you, but I'm not like you. The whole Zoom thing, it doesn't, no.
It's not going to fly.
It doesn't, no. We
We'll
just may
figure-
have to skip it,
we'll
Jeff,
figure it.
until next year.
okay, guys, I need to go. I have a patient I got to go take care of. Okay.
I've got trash I have to dump.
I
Kevin, we
want
have
to
to go get
wish
my car.
everyone the merriest of Christmases.
Maria, thank
We
you.
love you. We appreciate you. We hope that we have helped you in this crazy time this year, and we're going to continue to do that next week and for weeks and weeks to come.
And
For
Maria,
weeks
if you're
and weeks and
good,
weeks.
you'll get a ride in your very new
Oh, God.
1988 Chrysler Fifth Avenue. This
Guys,
thing
he
just
found
said
this shit box that he
What?
wants to buy.
Kelsey,
I said, you're never
Yes,
getting
Kevin.
late again if you buy this.
Kelsey,
if this
how
is in my
much
driveway, I'm going to
class-
cry.
How much class did you see? The spoke wheels, we had the
Maria,
leather seats.
I'm not going to lie. The interior, incredibly comfortable.
No, the interior did look
Boo.
luscious.
I could
Gushy.
boo.
Yes.
It did. It looked luscious. So him and his side boo will have a great life in Simi Valley when they, get their exit paperwork from my house.
Well, Simi Valley, I'll tell you, it was nice up there. There
Go
was-
have fun in Simi Valley
I will.
with your
So-
new
my
girl
Chrysler Fifth
and your
Avenue.
$4,000 Chrysler. I
Honey,
wish you the greatest life.
You are
Thanks
not-
for the
Wait,
renovation.
you're not going to come out with me and my Chrysler? Why? You're afraid it's going to look too like we're trying to show off?
Yeah.
Because of all
Guys,
the class we
Merry
have.
Christmas. Happy, 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 healthy, most amazing New Year. Love you guys. And
A very COVID Christmas
be
on
nice
Apple
people,
Podcasts.
make good
Oh my
choices.
We're doing another show today. It's
Oh my
very
God, I'm
exciting.
fucking dizzy. Be present.
Make good choices.
Every time he comes, I say,
Make
why?
good choices.
Why did I let him?
And you know what else? Catch me outside.
Oh my
How about that, Dr. Phil? Oh, wait till I'll tell you guys. So exciting. When are we doing a show to preview the new year? All my new plans. I got Whoa Vicky lined up. I got Bad Baby. I got Fair Abram. I got some winners.
Maria's
I'm
crying.
going to bring some excitement to the
Guys,
show.
it hurts inside. It hurts.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Honey, you are such a disruption.
How about that, Dr. Phil?
You have no manners. What is the chat saying before we go?
Merry Christmas.
LOL.
He's out of his friggin' mind.
Wait, also, you guys, look at how nice our sign is behind Kevin. Check out our TikTok, Better Together with Maria. You'll see a funny video that we made about Kevin making that sign.
Oh my God. All right. I love you guys.
And I'm very grateful to me for making this studio for all of you.
You did a beautiful
my
job,
God.
though.
It looks great, Kevin.
Guys, cut the show. Bye.
Merry Christmas.